afternoon, everybody. I'm Kip Felice with Miller Industries, and joined with is Jeff Poquette from the Tow Business Podcast. You see behind us one of our final demonstrations in the Florida Show virtual tow show with the M100, 1150, and a 4024. We wanted to bring this to you live, but we've seen the feedback from the field that the video quality with the higher quality camera is better and shows more detail. So we decided to pre-record this, edit it, and then put it out. So we brought up Jeff. He was in the area. He's one of our media partners. If you guys haven't heard of the Tow Business Podcast, Jeff, why don't you tell them what they're missing out on?
Yeah, the Tow Business Podcast, if you're not familiar with podcasts at all, it's kind of a hour-long radio show you can download and listen whenever you want to. We just finished season 4. We're going to take a little break before heading into seasons 5. Some of the topics we covered in the last season: driver's health, towing technology, and even how to prepare for and survive an economic disaster. You can check us out at towbusinesspodcast.com and also on Apple Podcasts, the Stitcher app, or wherever else you can get your podcasts.
Yeah, I've been listening for several seasons now. If you're a dispatcher, an operator, or an owner, there's valuable information in there. So thanks for what you and Brad are doing for the industry.
Thank you.
Speaking of partners, we have DP Winch, huge partner of ours. Anything from our 16-ton and up to an M100 has DP winches, and they even offer winches on some of our car carriers now. They partner with us to help do this promotion for this video. We are going to be giving away some t-shirts. All you got to do is simply share this video after the end, and if you want to make some positive comments about Miller Industries and the trucks you got drive and operate, it'd be great. If you're just a fan of Miller Industries, you aren't in the towing industry at all, we'll adopt you. If you win, you got to do one of two things. You got to share this decal, and then also post that you need to slow down and move over for all emergency vehicles, including tow trucks. If you do that, if you're a winner, we'll adopt you in. We'll send you 4 t-shirts for you and your family. If you work within the industry, towing recovery or roadside service, and you win, we'll contact you, verify your employment, and then we'll send you 10 t-shirts to share with you and your fellow co-workers. So with that, thank you, DP Winch. Jeff, thank you guys for coming up.
Thank you.
We're going to turn it over to John and possibly Mike on the control to bring you this demo.
Thanks, Kip. So what we're going to do today is, you got a little bit of a preview a couple days ago with Mike running the M100, and we had picked up Anthony Inglewood's 1075, and we had a bunch of counterweights on it. I think our total weights there were about 88,500. So right now, today, we have a total between the 1150 on here that belongs to Guardian of 71,660 and the 4024 of 23,940 for a total weight of 95,610. We're going to go and we're going to do a full rotation 180 degrees. We're going to do elevation, and we're also going to travel with this kind of weight. During the presentation, we're going to go back to Anthony's truck, and you're going to see where we were picking up that 1075, and we had our 20,000 pound counterweight and our 2,000 pound counterweight where we exceeded 100,000 pounds. So let's go have some fun. Watch this M100 of the Insanas unit number 2 not only rotate 180 degrees, travel with 180 degrees, elevate with that kind of weight of some 96,000 pounds, as well as extend and retract the recovery boom. So we're going to start this demonstration over here on the passenger side with this some 96,000 pounds elevated. We got several cameras on here. We're going to see that our tires over on the tandem steer 1150 are going to go outside of the rear outriggers. We're going to have one more video coming in about the M100 and talking about why it has such a great stability. Remember, we're out at 300 inches of overall width from end to end from both the front and the rear. That's some 20 more inches than the current 1075, 1150R, 1150, what we had with the tandem dual H beams. So a lot wider stance. So as you're going around here, not only are we matching something you might have seen in one of our earlier models, we're actually some 20 inches further out. And the key thing in here is one nice constant rotation as we're making this move. We've got the 4024 on the Peterbilt extended, just under 24,000 pounds, and we have the 1155 axle right here. So in this clip, as we're going around this corner, you're actually going to see yesterday when we had the Inglewood 1075 and a stack of weights. where we exceeded 100,000 pounds, so that we showed that actual 100,000 pounds traveling from that passenger side all the way around the corner, which you're going to see in this demonstration. Speed is not a big issue. Controls of that motion with the rotator is very important. Remember, the M100 has 2 planetary gears, so it's very smooth, has a lot of power. The other thing is unlike our 1150, the traveling base on this has 8 rollers. Not only the 4 on the top, but also the 4 on the bottom. So actually, over its life expectancy, the lubrication point of this traveling is almost null and void. Very unique here, of course, with the DP winches. We have some 65,000 pound winches that we have the initial pull. Very, very specific on our rigging, making sure that we had everything capitalized. Notice the spread on the straps, where we've got both of those straps almost at the same angle. Very critical part. Therefore, that's part of the reason that we have that boom extended on that 1150 to find that balance up on there. So as we continue the rotation over on this unit, you notice right now we're coming almost directly off of the tailboard. Now, one of the things we do once we get back and over to the other side, similar to what we showed you with that just a little bit of a clip, we're going to make this unit travel and show you that yes, we've got 147 inches of overall stroke. Yes, we have some 54 feet of boom height when the hook is fully, from that hook being fully extended and fully elevated to the ground, which is substantial, about 650 some odd inches. Remember that travel is the 147 inches that we're able to travel. You've got about 32 inches that you have to come out of that lock area so that you clear the elevation cylinders into the front pods. And we're going to show you a little bit of that of the other video that's going to be coming up about the storage with the compartments on there. So we're going to the outriggers. We have our spreader bar. We're at the 60-degree mark with our setup on the straps itself. So let's come on, we're going to walk over here and get a better look. Mike's able with that controller, which is the new 3100 that Billy showed you with the 1150 demo that we did right in here, is he's got that means of being able to walk around and watch what's going on. He gets a visual of those pads from the opposite side. As we come now over to the driver's side of the M100, we want to be very cognizant on what's happening to the outrigger over on not only the rear outrigger but the front outrigger, and we can change that by 1, boom elevation, 2, boom in and out extension, or 3 now even with traveling with that kind of load to settle that. But we're going to be planted during this demonstration with all 4 outriggers firmly on the ground. Bringing it to that one point of that one corner right in here, because again, this is the longest lever from that front outrigger to this rear outrigger right here. This is where you have the most force actually trying to push down on this unit. So let's go, Mike, and continue rotating with it. And once we get a little bit further around this corner, I'm going to take Joseph over to the other side, and we're going to watch this unit, how it's going to travel with this kind of weight picked up on there. We're right at about 44 degrees on this unit. We have the stability of the unit again, and how we talked about that strap being nice and straight. So that angles on the passenger side winch to the driver's side winch is just about the same. All right, now what we're doing is we're actually going to take a little bit of elevation. We're actually showing you picking up this with the boom elevation. And if we wanted to travel out, you can see right now we're somewhere at that 25-foot range, being able to bring that boom in under load with those 2 unique cylinders that we have here that's balanced. And remember, just like all of our 3-stage units, we're able to run the 2nd and the 3rd stage out at the same time for the first time. The only thing the cables do in this situation is they are basically timing that recovery boom. So we're traveling forward. You can see the boom is moving forward with the unit. No creaking, no crazy sounds, no, I don't like doing what we're doing here. Again, the rollers were specifically designed for what we're doing. Puts a little bit more weight up onto the front end, distributes that, takes a little bit of load over the outriggers. If you don't mind, I'd like to see you stop right now, Mike, and let's just do a little bit of powering out. Let's see what she does. Let's go right up onto the 25. You can see this kind of load. You can see the 26 number starting to come out, so she's powering out under that load. All right, let's travel back a little bit. Now she's going forward, here it's going. So the nice part about this is as you do start coming up and getting close to the front of these boxes, it will not allow that boom to travel in there if it's rotated past 10 degrees. So you don't have to worry about the travel base getting into it. And you can see we're rotating and we're traveling, running both functions at one time. Coming back, we're rotating it back to us. You know, you're looking at an 1150 being picked up by the M100 and that unit having the 4024 on. This is nearly 100,000 pounds. You know, I can just go back in time and look at each day or challenges that we had in the Century product line and the Challenger product line as we just greatly enhanced that capability of recovery. We're playing with almost 50 tons right here, and the machine is not hesitating at all. So in closing, I hope you enjoyed the live demonstration we've done of the M100 and part of the other things that we have showed you with the video where we exceeded 100,000 pounds. But there's one key point that we'd like to, show you here. The 1075 still remains one of the most prominent heavy-duty recovery vehicles that Miller manufactures. As a matter of fact, just this month, we put some 8 units into the field. And we have a picture of those 8 units out here at PDI. I'd like to thank those customers from Maggio, Sterry Street, A1, O'Hare, McGill's, Inglewood, and Bressler's, and showing that the M100 has its own place, but it's not taking the place of the 1075. That machine, after 10 plus years, has become a staple for Miller Industries. At this time, I'd like to thank Mike for doing what he's done, operating those controls and showing the functions and features of the M100. We'd like for you to stay tuned because we have more to come.
Miller Industries, the world leader in towing and recovery equipment.
This video is for product demonstration purposes only and is not intended for training or instructional purposes. Situations vary, and operators should rely on their own professional knowledge and safety procedures when conducting actual recoveries.